Hi there, YouTube. Today I've got two variations of the Norwegian Patrol Pack. Both of these volumes is about 800 cubic inches, or in the metric system, whatever the heck that is 13 liters approximately. Now I've been looking for these things for quite a while. I just really haven't seen these in the surpluses in the last couple years. I like these because these are small enough that I can just take it to work and have a classic looking rucksack without being, too large where I can't hang it up on the coat hanger at work or put it in a locker or something like that. Now I just received these yesterday, and I still have some work that I want to do on these. Both of these are made out of canvas. They do have galvanized buckles on here. If you take a look here, some of these look fine. If you take a look at this guy here, I've got some rust, so I've got a little bit of work I've got to do to kind of correct that. They're unused, which is stuff that I really like. They kind of look a little beat up, but they've been in storage for a long time. There's some minor stains on here, and but that's some of this stuff I'll be able to clean up when I wash these, and it's really not that big of a deal to me. I really like to have my stuff intact. A little bit of character is not that bad. I'm also going to clean up and treat the leather on here, and then I am also going to wax the canvas. So let's start out with the one on the right here. On the right we have the M15 Norwegian Patrol Bag. Now this one, let's take a look on the back here. These things are made out of, I believe it's moose hide, but don't quote me on that. I'm not an expert on this. Either way, this is a nice heavy duty leather strapping on here. You also have some trim on the back corner here, which only goes about 1/3 of the way down on the bottom. You've got a small strap here. What I think that this is for is so that you can put your belt, put this through a belt, maybe give it a little more stability, so that it, if you're trying to duck and cover, you still have some stability there. It might be able to see, I don't really think it's long enough to where you can use it as compression, so strike that one. And this one has the attachments on the sides versus the one that's right next to it. This attaches to the back. So what I like about this on the side is it feels a little more comfortable. I'm about 6 feet tall and say 200 pounds. So when I put this one on, I can feel this on my back. So I kind of like this attachment better than this one. Now the one on the left here is a M53 Patrol Bag. Now just to make you aware, both of these were made up into the 90s, I'm told. This specific one appears to me to have been made in 1967. This one I couldn't find any marks anywhere on here. I tried to look inside, and maybe I overlooked it, but I didn't see any stamps on there for exactly when this guy was made. But this one has a nice stamp right there. They're both made fairly similar. They've got 3 panels on here. So why do they have the 3 panels? I'll show you right here. So here's another M53. So you can fold this. So this was made to be folded and then pushed inside of your larger rucksack. Now I don't have the M53, the larger Bergen type, but this was, as much as I know, this was made to put in there so that once they got to where they're going, you could carry this around, maybe kind of like a little assault pack, or just carrying your ammunition, clothes, and food for the day. But that's how that works. You got those panels, and once again, I've got another stamp on this. As you probably already noticed, on the sides, both of these have straps. They're not that large, so I was thinking, oh gee, I can put my mess kit on here. They're not large enough for that, but I could remediate that by using an extra buckle to make this larger. But I don't really think that that's what the purpose was for. More likely it's made to have a coat, like a large coat, or that will go from the left side, go underneath the lid, and then over to the other side. Or you can, because they're so small, you can put something like a hatchet through there, or a canteen. I saw a canteen online. Both of these also have these canvas, I guess, straps in the middle here, which allow you to put something like a shovel or a hatchet or an axe through there. So that's kind of a nice little feature they've got on there. So let's take a look from the side again. So these two are made slightly different. So if you take a look on the sides here, they've got a seam on the front and the back, where the M53 just has a seam along the back, and then there is no seam over here. On the bottom, they're very similar. They both have this little strap on the back. Let's take a look on the lids. So if you take a look on this guy is more flat. This one is shaped. So I kind of like the look of this one a little better, but what I like about the flat one is that if you put something underneath there, you don't have, see how this is gusseted here? I think you could probably put a little more in here, and the straps are seem to be a little bit longer on this guy, so which means you can expand what you're throwing on the top a little bit more than you can on the M53. That's probably my favorite thing on that. They use a little bit darker, kind of like a gray color versus a lighter gray, kind of whitish look on this leather. They both have leather trim on the lid. Both of them also have grommets inside of here where you can cinch that opening out. So when you take a look on the inside, there's no pockets inside of here at all. It's just a bucket. Now they do have some sleeves actually, though. I did forget that. Both of these have sleeves in here, and what you can do with those is you put your tent pegs inside of there, you know, for the 4-man tent or you know, shelter halves. So these are about the right size for that. So let's do some measurements real quick. From seam to seam, this is 9 inches wide on the M51, and then we're looking at about 16, excuse me, and we're looking at about 16, 17 inches on that. The depth is about 6 inches wide at the top and about 5 inches wide on the bottom. When we go to the M53, we're looking at 4 inches on the bottom to somewhere between 6 and 7 inches on the depth. The width, we're looking at 10 inches wide. And then for the length, this one's slightly shorter. This is about 15 inches. So it's slightly shorter, but it's, you know, with the way there's no seams or anything, you can kind of stuff this a little bit. Yeah. Either way, they have about the same capacity. That's all I really got for you. If you've got any questions on these, give me, you know, just post them on there and I'll try to answer as soon as I can. Have a good one.